This is homework help for October the 16th for rounding numbers to the nearest thousand. Alright, so let's take a look at your homework. We were using a vertical number line to help us round our numbers to the nearest thousand. So let's take a look at the first number here for rounding this to the nearest thousand. Well, if we look at our number, we're looking at the thousands place. So we see here that we have 6,000. So that would be our starting thousand here. Okay. So our number is somewhere between 6,000, and of course the next thousand would be 7,000. So these are our two endpoints. We know that this number right here is between these two numbers. But before we can see which one it is nearest to, we need to find out what is our midpoint. So, well, we know that this is 1,000, and we know that half of 1,000, since this is 1,000, we know that half of 1,000 is 500, but we have to remember we're at 6,000, so therefore this midpoint would be 6,500. Just what we did in class. Now that we've done that, we can place our number 6,700 based on this. So we know that 6,700 is a couple of hundred more than 6,500. So 6,700 would be somewhere right about there. Now again, we're trying to round to the nearest thousand. So is this number closer to 6,000 or 7,000? Well, we can see, well, it's this far away from 7,000, but it's this far away from 6,000. So this is closer to 7,000. So 6,700 rounded is closer to 7,000. All right, so let's take a look at another one. Let's go to a harder one. This next one's C. And we're still rounding to the nearest thousand. So we want to, again, take a look at the place, and bring in, that's thousand. So this is the place we're rounding to. So again, we're counting by thousands. So we're at 16,000 is how many thousands. So we'll write this here. This would be our one endpoint, the bottom end, 16, because we know this is somewhere between 16,000. Now, if we're counting by 1,000s, what would be the next thousand? So, of course, if we're counting by 1,000, that would be 16,000, 17,000. All right. So again, we have a distance of 1,000. So in between, our halfway point or midpoint would be 16,500. Now we can place this number. It's 16,400. Well, we know 400 is less than 500, so we know it has to be somewhere in here. 16,400. So now we can see easily that this is closer to 16,000 rather than 17. So what's the nearest thousand that 16,401 is? Is closer to 16,000. Alright, well, let's take a look at a little harder one here, and that is F. F. So, again, don't let the larger numbers throw you off. We know that we're looking to round to this to the nearest thousand. This digit 0 here is in the thousands. So we are at 840,000. So this is where I will start, 840,000. So again, we're not counting by 100,000s or 10,000s, we're counting by thousands. So we're counting by 1,000s. So what's after 0,000s? Another 1,000. So this would be 841,000. Okay. So in this middle, we're going to have 840,500. So this amount, 840,007, wow, that's just only 7 over 840. So it's going to be very close to just 840,000. So this is going to be a fairly simple one. So we can see this is a lot nearer to 840,000 than it is 841. So this is nearer to 840,000. All right. I'm going to give you the answers for each of these so that you can check your work. So B, with the nearest thousand, would be 9,000. For D, the nearest thousand, now this was kind of a tricky one. We're at 39,545. The nearest thousand would be the next thousand, which would be 40,000. Go back and look at that if you missed it. And then, of course, 399,499. Okay, would still the nearest thousand would be 399,000. All right, so this is the first or front page of your homework section. If you need to go to the back page, that will be in a separate video, and I'll see you there.